So what do you think are like the top three things that then affected the black community, or the top three things that's like holding us back? Like whether that's like slavery, mass incarceration, or shit like that.
Oh shit. Let me go back to Charleston White. That nigga really opened my eyes about some shit. Like
Okay.
that's crazy. Cause his thing is number one is rap music, and I
Right.
agree with that. I can't put it in like a list or whatever, but I'll put that as one. I'll put the crack era as another one, and I'll put I guess you could say gang violence, cause that
Gang violence?
yeah.
Right.
Cause as far as like slavery and shit, I used to think like that. I used to think that shit was
But
like
we overcame that shit.
They overcame that shit.
Right.
And the people after slavery, all they was like, "Fuck, just teach me how to read and I'm good." Them niggas had businesses.
They built their own schools and businesses, so we can't blame slavery no more.
Right.
Niggas was eating.
Hell yeah. And shit. As far as like rap.
Yeah, explain rap. Why you say rap? I know you're a big hip hop fan.
Yeah,
so.
I'm a big fan of it. But it's like I understand now. Like now, what I did was I'm currently doing like a cleanse. Like I don't even listen to music no more. I replaced that shit and started listening to like podcasts and listening to like audio books and shit like that. Some educational shit and just like some I guess just shit about life and shit like that and healthy shit and shit. But as far as like rap, I feel like us as black people, we like idolize that shit too damn much.
Too damn much.
Like this, when we think of success, we think about a goddamn rapper. We think about entertainers, but it's some other shit we can be doing.
Right.
But I like I don't know if you ever heard of like Earn Your Leisure and shit. It's basically a podcast, but it's like big time. Like they interview entertainers, they interview all type of business people, and like black people and shit. I feel like that shit should have more light in the world and shit like that, cause they really doing some shit as far as like educating people and putting people on game other than some entertainment shit.
Right.
And even when they interview entertainers, they interview like the business side of the shit and shit like that.
What is it called again?
Earn Your Leisure.
I have to check that shit.
Like I real life had a cleanse with music. Like I cut off that shit. Like I don't
feel like that music affected like how you thought?
Yeah.
See, people don't realize that. Like they use music is very powerful.
Yeah.
Like the old people, they'll say like the devil was in charge of music in heaven. Whenever he was cast down, he took over the shit down here. That's why the negative shit is what you hear all day. Like pop that pussy, shake that ass, spin a bend. And that's exactly what our kids hear every fucking day.
All day long. Hell yeah, we just got a problem with idolizing people like Beyonce and shit like that. So they think that's all you can do. That in basketball, when there's other shit and easier ways you can get some money and shit and be successful.
Right.
You know.
But back to that first statement, I look at the black community. I have a top three, but I feel like it's kind of, you can't blame niggas even though you can blame niggas. Because I look at the black community as like, if you take a bunch of dogs and you put them in a fucking small ass kennel with one bowl of food and one bowl of water, what them dogs gonna do? They gonna start fighting each other, right? Because they ain't got no resources. They ain't got no toys in the kennel for the puppies to play with, so the dogs just fighting each other. Like, fuck you, I'm about to eat mine. So then what happened? Them dogs have puppies, and them puppies grow up, and all they see is them other dogs fighting, the ignorant shit. And it's just a never-ending cycle. So, and then the good dogs that behave, they'll let them dogs out. And those are the rich entertainers that we see. So that's how we get
How you
that
think
shit.
all that shit started? Where you think we went wrong? Where you think these niggas went wrong?
We went wrong with integration.
Immigration.
Yeah, integration, definitely. Because before integration, we had our own shit. We depended on each other, and then you want to migrate us into a white society. But now they control everything that we own or have. Like ever since the black people ain't made no progress since like the mid 1960s.
Yeah.
Ever since then, it's just been hell. Crack was just an exclamation point, and then mass incarceration was like, yeah, for the rest of you niggas, you going to jail. Now you got a whole generation, our generation. Some of us had, father figures and shit, but a lot of us didn't. So you got a whole bunch of single women that hate black men because they black men in jail or made bad decisions. Now we raised in a household where the parent is teaching. I don't know. It's just all fucked up. I can't explain.
Yeah,
We can't reverse it. Like we done came too far.
It's too deep.
And then now you got social media. Every day is black men versus black women. Niggas ain't this. Bitches ain't this.
Everybody in competition with each other.
Exactly. I don't understand. Like even Charleston White done said that, and Kevin Samuels, like Asian women idolize Asian men, white women stick with white men. But black men and black women, we just we just can't get along. Exactly.
We fucking retarded sometimes.
Nowadays, dating is basically just how much do you want to trick. It's basically like, let me find me a sugar daddy, a sugar mama. Like it's like some gold digging shit.
Yeah. Instead of putting that energy, instead of using that energy trying to find some bullshit,
right?
Like find somebody.
And we don't believe,
you could be adding a skill or some shit like that.
And we don't believe in helping the building with each other. Like you a nigga and you want a decent woman, it's like you gotta have your shit together. You gotta have 6 figures already. Cause she want Birkin bags, she want to get fluid out and all that other shit. It's like we can't help each other build up. It's like if you ain't got it, I ain't fucking with you.
You think Instagram played a part of that shit?
Instagram ruined that shit. We know women personally who ain't doing shit in life. But on Instagram got all these followers and all these thirsty ass niggas thirsting over them. And they don't even do shit. Yeah. She just look halfway cute with a bunch of makeup on.
And what's crazy, it's the same shit with niggas too. Like it's that same shit.
Right.
Like, as far as like rappers and shit, these be some bullshit niggas.
Yeah.
If you break it down, like if you take that character and the name from them and look into that person, like these niggas fucked up.
So what you think? What you think would happen if they took away social media for 3 years and niggas had to really go out in the world again?
Niggas going to jail. I think that'll probably help. Like the good niggas, the good niggas gonna stay and elevated, and the bad niggas, everybody going to jail, killing each other at a higher rate than what it already is. I guess all niggas will be forced to fucking progress. I guess I don't know how that shit go. I think these niggas depend on that shit, so that shit might make them crazy.
And then that's why I think the government don't want to pay niggas. I think all this shit is on purpose. Because if everybody walking around barely making money, you forcing these niggas to do illegal shit. And then with illegal shit comes violence.
Hell yeah.
So it's like a never ending cycle. If them kids really had job opportunities and shit, they wouldn't even be running around doing what they doing, hitting these licks and killing and robbing. Everybody be chilling. If everybody's stomach is full, then I ain't got to take what's on your plate, because I know I'm eating too.
Hell yeah.
But
like how they talk about them water boys in Atlanta and shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, because what's fucked up is like, who had got some flack about that shit?
That was me.
Big Mill. What nigga gave him like $20 or something?
He gave him 20 and recorded it and said some shit about it. Like something.
See that? I hear two sides of that shit, but I kind of agree with like you could give him more type of shit. Like,
and if he want that backlash, you ain't have to press record.
You ain't had to do all that shit.
Like everything for the internet, like you just said. So.
But plus, when you think about it, these niggas throw so much money in the strip club and shit like that. But won't help like these little niggas. Or give them like some skill or some game or some shit. And
not only do they throw money and spend money, they record it. Yeah. Hey, look at this private jet I just bought. Hey, look at this Lamborghini truck I just bought my bitch for her birthday. That the bitch don't even drive because we got chauffeurs.
And all that shit probably fake too, fuck. Exactly. Some niggas probably broke as hell. But half of what
I hate rappers, dog.
Yeah, I really do, son.
Them niggas ruin.
Well, I used to idolize Boosting, but now it's like when I really dig down.
He needs to shut the fuck up.
Son, you heard what the nigga said? He's talking about I didn't raise more street niggas.
I saw that on Say Cheese. Yeah. I just kept scrolling like.
See, a couple years ago, I'd agree with. Well, I agree with him now. Like he do got a point where he did, but that's not nothing to brag about. A lot of street niggas don't take care of their kids. A lot of street niggas.
The internet gave us too much access to famous niggas.
Hell yeah.
And they gave everybody an opinion on shit they don't need opinion on. Like sometimes just mind your motherfucking business. Like I feel like Boosie and T.I. speak on every fucking thing they see on the internet.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, it's weird, man.
Shit, that shit bring money in that nigga pocket though.
True. And then Vlad gonna give him a call anyway.
Hell yeah.